this crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Running back searching for a hole. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these were 2 conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Calls his own number. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll operate out of split backs.
Slide 22. Here we go. Tuna.
The option look. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. To the air, it's Lagway. That pass is incomplete. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. Still on his feet at the 45. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put 1 mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when it hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding them. Nice catch.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, this quarterback is going to have to be precise with his timing and his accuracy. He's already thrown a pick. That one got swatted away, guys. We're only in the first quarter. These windows are tiny to throw into.
After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Fires to the right. Pass on the way out. It's picked off. And the ball's on the ground. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Shotgun snap on third down. The throw. Snares it outside. It's Johnson.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on third down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on fourth.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on fourth down. Surging forward on the sneak. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Florida 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. They're bringing heat. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Louisiana is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Cajun Field, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Southern Miss. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's
looking for a huge play. Makes the grab on the right. This senior knows just when to strike, and he cut one loose for a big play there.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They're trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The give to the back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking for room. It's Monaga. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Rutgers!
Touchdown, Rutgers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants to throw it again. Got a man. It's Daniels. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rutgers. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play call.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Moving out of the pocket. Unleashes one. He's got it. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another score. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
and the D deny them on 2nd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Florida. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by volition.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's moving out of the pocket. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Uncorks one to the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Corners are going to bail. He's looking to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. From inside the 15, here's the return. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing. He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gator!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Air Force is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 20 to Navy. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the ground, it's Monaga. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll try it again. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see all this movement in football now, all this stemming. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this run.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll run play action, trying to get to him. Usually see better timing between this senior quarterback and his receivers. That one well behind him.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Wide open, he makes the catch. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
They're going to run it to the right. And into the end zone. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Number 27 with the carry.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
21.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And
That's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Going up top on first down. Fires to the middle. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
He wants to throw here on second down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. The Gators sending the offense back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
Of 16.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Good timing on the quick out.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Rutgers 35, Florida 21.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. On the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all 0.
They want to see if they can score the deuce.
Here we go. Slide 22. Ball.
They'll run the option. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't...
He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Wide out in motion. Quarterback will keep it. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, probably you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Gators are in the hurry-up.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Got room at the 35. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Finds his big tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He wants to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, we know down here when you're throwing into the end zone, the windows are so small. Ball gets tipped like that, there are a lot of defenders lurking around. QB's lucky that one wasn't picked.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Little touch pass to the receiver. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He'll just keep slinging it. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gators. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Miami is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to Toledo. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. DB's right up on the receivers. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Floating away. Fires on the move. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Rutgers.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Touchdown, Florida! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
On the option. Now the pitch. Into the end zone. The two-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got
a lot of running room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Gonna run it. It's Benjamin. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
On the move. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Quarterback keeper able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. He's looking for a man on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Monaga. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Lets it go to the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish. The interception as the clock reaches 0. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.